Okay, so you're learning Korean, right? Has this ever happened to you? Someone gives you a compliment and you just freeze. You want to be humble, but saying, no, I'm not, just feels kind of flat. Well, today we are going to fix that. We're unlocking the perfect, supernatural sounding Korean phrase for when you need to humbly or even strongly disagree. All right, first up, let's set a scene that I swear every single person learning Korean has found themselves in. It's that moment someone's trying to be nice and you're just not sure what to say back. And boom, there it is. You speak Korean so well. We hear this all the time, don't we? And look, it's a really kind thing to say, but if you just say thank you, you might feel a little arrogant. But if you just say no, well, that just kind of kills the conversation. It's a total communication trap. So yeah, what's the move here? How do you disagree in a way that feels modest, that's culturally on point, and just sounds completely natural? This is the exact puzzle we are solving right now. Okay, let me introduce you to your new secret weapon, kin musin. Seriously, this little pattern is a conversational powerhouse. It can mean anything from what do you mean to a more playful yeah right or nonsense. It's the perfect way to brush off a compliment or shut down something that's just not true. All right, moving on to section 2, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how this thing is actually built. We're going to put this phrase under the microscope and see what makes it tick. Okay, so check this out. It breaks down the logic so well. Let's use our title phrase. 잘하긴 무슨 다 틀렸어. You start with the verb they just threw at you, 잘하, which means do well. Then you attach our magic pattern, 긴 무슨, which is like saying nonsense. And then you follow it up with the reality of the situation. 다 틀렸어. I got it all wrong. You see that flow? Do well. What are you talking about? I messed it all up. Okay, so this next part is super important. You know how to build the phrase, but how you use it, well, that's everything. In section 3, we're going to look at how this one pattern can give off two totally different vibes, all depending on the situation. Let's see this in action. It makes it so clear. Look at the left side. Someone compliments your Korean. You can say, 잘하긴 무슨요. Good? Ah, nonsense. I still have a long way to go. That is classic, perfect modesty. Now, let's flip the script. Look at the right. Someone accuses you of dating a person you don't like. 사귀긴 무슨? Dating? Are you kidding me? I can't even stand to look at them. See that? Same grammar, but the energy is completely different. One is humble, the other is totally annoyed. Okay, let's head into section 4. You've seen how it works, you've got the tools, now it's your turn to get your hands dirty. I'm going to throw a few scenarios at you, so get ready to build your own denials. All right, first one. A friend asks you if the movie was sad, using the word 슬프다. But honestly, it was just boring. How would you deny it and tell them the truth? I'll give you a second. Did you get it? 슬프긴 무슨, 지루했어. See? You take the stem 슬프, you add our pattern 긴 무슨, and then you correct them. It was boring. That was perfect. Okay, scenario number 2. This is a classic. Your mom asks if you studied. 공부하다. But you know you didn't. You were playing games. How do you playfully fess up using our pattern? That's the one. 공부하긴 무슨 놀았어. You can almost hear the playful, slightly guilty tone in that, can't you? Study? Yeah, right, I played. All right, last one for practice. A coworker says the weather is pretty warm. 따뜻하다. But you just came inside and you know it is absolutely freezing out there. Go ahead, set him straight. It's 따뜻하다고? 밖에서 cold and sweater, 바람도 많고 얼어붙었어. 아주 추워요. Exactly. 따뜻하긴 무슨, 추워. It's simple, it's direct, and it's a perfectly natural way to disagree. You guys did fantastic work. And now for our final section. Let's make sure all of this really sticks. We're going to lock in this knowledge with a few key takeaways that'll have you using this phrase like you've known it for years. You know, the fastest way to get comfortable with a new grammar pattern is to just memorize a few killer phrases. Think of these as your go-to replies. Someone thinks you're rich? 돈이 많긴 무슨 거지야. They ask if you're busy? 바쁘긴 무슨 놀고 있어. Or if you're okay after you trip? 괜찮긴 무슨 엄청 아파. Having these in your back pocket is a total game changer. So there you have it, a really powerful, really useful tool for modesty, for denial, and for just sounding incredibly natural in Korean. So my final question for you is this. Now that you've got this new superpower in your toolkit, what's the first compliment you're going to go out and deny?